Yeah, what a strange launch though, without any sort of cool without single player or 3-player, no option for 2-player. That is kind of wild.
Yeah, the game launched without do it. Like I said, that is the main reason this game has mixed reviews right now. That
I mean,
and the overturned single player.
I'd leave a negative review for that 100%. That feels like that's just incomplete.
But it's baffling that's what like got left out.
This Resident Evil 6 like style menu is kind of throwing me off too. It's wild to look at.
You know, this isn't like a standard Dark Souls game, right? This is for all intents and purposes a roguelike.
Yeah. Hi, Akko.
It's like a hero shooter. Well, it's not a shooter, but it's a hero roguelike.
All I know is you, I guess, get gear in some capacity and you kill a bunch of bosses. That's all I really know about this game. Like, I went in fairly blind on purpose.
Oh no, I did too. Like, from what I saw, I guess it's like you just do rounds with random people, like 50-minute to an hour rounds.
I guess. Yeah, like the fact that there's no duo is kind of a... Yeah, I'm kind of not into that, actually. I think that's a big, actual, like, certified L. Curious where we're going with this.
Yes.
I'm gonna be ass-handed me either way, so it doesn't really matter.
That's fine. I'm just learning how to parry.
The UI is the UI, does it look like it's just cut off at the top? Like, the top of the 3 rings feels like it's just cut off by the UI. Like, when
I wouldn't be shocked. Well, this game already got pushed back, so I would be shocked if a bunch of it is fucking rushed.
Oh my god, what are my Elden Ring controls again?
Yes.
Parry. I'm not looking, it's not Dark Souls control, I can tell you that right now. Dark Souls 3 controls incredibly differently.
Well, you'll be happy to know that you start with Zoolander. Or Claymore, not Zoolander.
Highlander. There we go. I'm having to actually remember how to even play Elden Ring at this point, because in Dark Souls 3, it's hold Y. I was doing that, though. I guess that swaps stance. I was doing that. That's so strange.
Hold Y to what?
To single-handed, or sorry, two-handed.
No, it's hold Y and attack.
Yeah, that's what I was doing, and then it wasn't doing that, but then it just now started working. Because I was hitting the buttons. Key location was protected by enemies' traps, but they often house movement in ruins. Blowing the field, you check locations can offer a good boost to character power. Okay, sure. Seems neat.
Alright. Where's my objective? You want me to go to this ruined fort. Now what's happening?
Rock and stone. Funny backstab. Get out of here. Oh, it's a good thing that I play Claymore in every Dark Souls game I play.
There we go, the Claymore. I found funny longsword that does heal and kill.
I don't remember being able to scale walls.
You couldn't. That's a feature in this.
Okay, so yeah, it's just standard Claymore from 3. I do miss the thrust attack from 1.
You can't have it.
We haven't had that since 1, to be fair. Give me a surge sprint. What? I guess that's just you press and hold it. After jumping when facing a wall to perform a wall jump. Okay. Near death state, only action near death character execute his movement. Near death character does not have long to live. Okay. Interesting.
Wait, what? Oh my god, you just level up now, you don't even choose what attribute? Okay.
I mean, I guess it makes sense from a from the perspective of like the it's the randomizer aspect of it, right? On death, character revives nearby at the cost of 1 level. Character's ruins, including ruins for lost level. Location of death where they can be retrieved. However, the player dies before dropping ruins permanently lost. Nearby. Okay, we are committing the gaming sin here. I will say we are committing the gaming sin of throwing way too many pop-ups in my face. I was under the impression that we played Dark Souls because it didn't do this. Just throwing that out there. I do take a little bit of criticism with that. Late night stream. Yeah, I had to. I was actually quite busy today since I woke up. I've been doing a lot of video stuff today. I got a couple of new videos out, and had to make sure I was addressing my upload queue.
Of course, this is the first boss.
I don't even know what killed me though. I'm pretty sure it's a scripted event. Or what's killing me? What?
I have no idea because I haven't died yet. I made it to the first boss, so it's not scripted.
Yeah, I've already died twice, and there's no feedback.
Did you get caught by the funny battle royale flames?
I went through sections where flames were not. That's the thing. Like, sure, yeah, there's blue flames, and I guess there's white on the ground, but there needs to be a visual indicator to show, hey, there's flames there. Yeah, because I went right through there. Now I'm taking damage from shit I can't even see then. Why? Why is this a thing? This better be a mimic. Damn.
There are no mimics, Calvin. You know this.
There's 2 trap chests that I found. One led to Caleb, one led to the far north with the automaton. But those are the only 2 that did. Please stop with all the pop-ups. I'm begging you. Called skills. Yes, we know how skills work from Elden Ring. That replaces your L. I know it's meant also for, new players, but it's just really annoying.
Well, I died to the first boss.
As is tradition.
But what's irritating is I died because of the stupid revive system in this game. It's just spamming me with hitting my fucking the AI to revive them, and they take a shit ton of hits, and the whole time I'm doing that, I'm trying to dodge the boss, and the boss killed me. Like, really?
Roger's rapier, Lordsworn's fire straight sword. That's not bad. The enemies restores HP.
That's a cardinal sin right there. This is gonna piss you off because it's pissing me off. The boss didn't come back at full health.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the boss is. I don't know if it's just because it's the tutorial boss or not, but he's at where I left him.
This is a standalone. Like, this is a full standalone game, which is fine. It's for the real ding. It didn't play Elden Ring, but that's the thing is you didn't even get this in Elden Ring, right? Last I remember, you didn't get extensive tutorials, so that it's such a departure. Like, my God, please.
No, man, Elden Ring threw you against like the god enemy.
Can I
go fight God in night?
Can I get a pop-up counter at this point? How many are we at now? 5? Something like that? We're at 5 pop-ups, and I'm not even to the boss? Character skills and special abilities. Each character executes their skills with special action. I don't know if I care. I mean, that's cool, I guess. You get, I mean, you get a little grapple hook, that's fine. Lightning grease, fire pot, warming stone. Give me my fire pot. That was the wrong button. That's how I'm used to playing Warframe right now. Eventually I'll hit the right button.
You also drinking a flask while trying to lock on enemies?
No, actually, my flask usage is actually fairly nice. It's fairly fine.
I keep hitting X to walk on the enemies and end up drinking my flask, because that's what it is in Warframe.
Keep hitting X to just do actions. Disable pop. Oh my god. Because I, as somebody who have played Souls for the past 10 years, need an explanation of what a bonfire is. Yes. We get immediately into another pop. Dude. Oh, you're kidding me. Runes to level up on the level up menu. Each additional level boosts numerous stats. Character stats raise at different rates. So its stats seem character locked, which is fine, whatever. The higher level, more runes required to level up. Sure. I got 12k. I don't really care. Just asking. I haven't looked in settings yet. Although, if there is a setting, I will be disabling pop-ups. Pins on the map. The fact that we're already this many Near death state. Near death state enters a state. Attacking will deplete the gauge. And wait, will deplete the gauge and revive the ally. Near death gauge is expended by each. Brush with death, but so wait, what? So you attack them?
Yep, which is really hard to do and really irritating when you're in a boss fight and the boss is on you.
That's a Bloodborne.
Literally is the night attire for Bloodborne, just different color.
This has to get better, right? This has to get... We have to hit a point where there's not going to be pop-ups and let us actually play the game.
After the boss. You go for a whole big thing.
Hi, Marge. Eventually, you're going to stop throwing knives at me. You know what? No. I'm going to let the allies sit this one out.
The game literally just forcefully minimalized right after I got out of the fucking the cutscene.
What is the weight on his RNG? Like, that's a lot of knife throwing. Now he's just stalled? That's a miracle I didn't die on that one. keep thinking the swing's in front of him when the swing's actually behind him. I'm just out of Estus at this point.
Expeditions, what? That's how they do this shit.
Got to about 1/6 of his health bar. It's not even that, like, the game's hard or anything like that. It's just like, so, okay, why does her near-death state not deplete? It should be depleting and she should be just gone. Why is her near-death state infinite? That feels like a bug. Revive the guy, because I don't care about co-op help. I didn't pick up this game for that purpose. Like, if I want to go in a group, that's fine. But if I'm playing single player, the understanding is that I'm playing single player, right? But why is there downstate infinite? Like, that doesn't match expectation.
I think you have the wrong expectations for this game. This isn't meant to be a solo player game.
Apparently not, and I'm honestly kind of really not enjoying it because it's not. I get a pop-up mid-roll. Ultimate arts are powerful, so unique to each character. Ultimate art can be executed once the ultimate art gauge is full. Ultimate arts have the power to turn the tide of battle. Ultimate is all like a powerful single attack that launches an iron stake with a great explosion. Dodged right into that. That's fine. Is there a way to make my gauge go down faster, like Call of Duty has its bleed out mechanic, where you can just bleed out faster? Please? I kind of don't even want the down state, honestly. Wait. What do you mean his health bar isn't full?
Long, long ago.
I'm so lost.
The lands between were visited by a great war. The Shattering, as it was known, destroyed order itself. Drawing forth in time an abomination.
So what part of what I did led to this
Thus
cutscene?
fell upon us the night.
Isn't it great? The boss doesn't go back to full health, and the game, instead of just making you struggle until you beat the boss, just immediately moves you forward if you can't.
Its very history.
That's totally what you come to expect from a FromWare game.
I mean, this is
The
another
Night Lord does not rest.
studio underneath them. But, like, this is not...
It's
As
not
it
so.
ravages the lands between beyond recognition. But there are those who would fight back. The Nightfarers. Brought together by happenstance, their commonalities are but few. No shared station, era, or even purpose. Yet together, they are bound by a will. the will to cross the endless night and fight on. Till every shred of their being is ground away. Alas, the curtain may be drawing to a close upon this world.
You only get 2 chances for the cutscene. Why can't it be like every other Souls game where you have to, you know, do the thing? Right? You have to beat the boss. You have to throw yourself at the problem enough times to be rewarded with the cutscene. Am I wrong here? Did I misremember Dark Souls 1? Did I misremember Dark Souls 3? Like,
Nope.
you know, Udix Gundyr, who, yes, you can invalidate by parrying, but like, you don't just get to Firelink Shrine without killing Udix Gundyr. Am I wrong?
You are awake. I know not why, but once again it has happened. So be it.
Okay.
Condemned, I welcome you to the Round Table Hold.
So, is this game canon or not? That's the first thing I need to know. Like, is this actual canon, or is this like shitpost?
Of your formless master, you were chosen for your potential to vanquish the night. The Night Lord is a living cataclysm, bent on laying waste to the very land that anchors us. Unless we bring its end, our world will be undone. And for this, I need your help.
Oh my god. Please, enough of the pop-ups. I beg of you. Incorrect glyphs, by the way, as well. I am currently using controller. I'm jiggling the thingy, the tick style. And there are incorrect glyphs displaying for my chosen input. That is a bug. Launching expeditions, lands between... Sure, okay, this is just the hub. Okay. Oh, now I press B and now it does it. Okay.
This is a hidden refuge, a place where warriors gather. Rest assured, though it is in disrepair, you will be safe here. We even have a caretaker. He might strike you as odd, but he is worthy of trust. Speak to him, if you please.
So, I guess in fairness to this game from Elden Ring, I guess if we look at Elden Ring, because you could die to the first boss, and then you got a cutscene, sure, that's fine. Dark Souls 1, if you die to a Silent Demon, you die to a Silent Demon. Go back to Bonfire, try again. Dark Souls 2, I'm trying to remember. You go through, what? Because I've done the intro a couple of times. Like, what's your first boss? Like, Hyde's Tower of Flame? You go down to fight, I don't know, like the Lost Giant or something like that? You just get ganked, go back to Bonfire. The Troll, that's just a random enemy. Ganked, get back to Bonfire. Or Pursuer. That's so weird, because I've gone to Hyde's Tower of Flame first, like the 2 times I've attempted to play it. That's kind of wild that that's the actual order. Dark Souls 3. Start the game. Kill a few hollows. Go fight Udix Gundyr. And if you fail, you just go back to Bonfire and try it again. So, I guess that's an Elden Ring ism of... You get killed by first boss. Cool, let's actually start the story and start the game. If I had to be fair about it. I think that the lack of clarification on what's happening is really throwing me off. And the amount of text boxes is really upsetting me.
I am always ready to fight.
The bird. But what is the bird doing?
No matter how towering the beast we face,
The bird is one of the characters you can play as. There's like a little thing where you can switch your character.
The
Amazing.
window of opportunity will come.
Bloodborne had if you died the first beast in the click or anything after that, you got a cutscene introducing you to the dream. Sure, but Bloodborne came before Dark Souls 3. So I don't know. I guess I've managed to perfectly avoid that specific phenomenon, I guess. I'm not a fan personally.
No, it feels very out of touch for Dark Souls fans.
Click a thing, get another pop-up character selection. Change characters in the character select menu. Find out more about the character's background, unique skills by using the codex utilizing sparring grounds. Okay. It sounds like I'm still moving in the background as well, so I guess we'll have to D-pad. Guardian. Iron Eye. I'm assuming more characters will get unlocked as the game progresses. Recluse. Executor.
I noticed the character from the tutorial isn't even one to pick. The NPC it just goes and gets nuked immediately.
Sure that there are people like Vadi or Zero Lenny or even Maxor who could point out the differences in Firelink Shrine. Oh my god, please. Sparring grounds. Okay. Is it possible to play the game yet? I know it's and I know it's a controversial thing. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the hand holding, if I'm being completely honest. Or for the game journalists who need it. Well, you know what? Just F the game journalists, man. We've all been saying it for years. If they play like an hour of a game and then rate it badly, we literally make fun of them for that reason. Relic rights menu. Invoke the power of a relic in your possession. Conduct a relic rights menu. You know, so how this usually works in games, from a design standpoint, generally you let your player, one, play the game, and two, you gradually introduce systems. As a general whole, you don't throw all of the things at your player at once, smack on the ass, and just say, "Go get him, Tiger." Generally, that's not how that works. Whether that's gathering NPCs to put in your hub, doing challenges, achievements, etc., to unlock certain things, knowing where specific vendors are. Dark Souls 1, after getting access, I think it's Anor Londo, how you can go to the boss armor vendor, right? It's underneath the bridge. Like, generally, you want to pace things like this. So I'm a little... It's interesting that, like, from a Souls standpoint, it's going to be defended as, like, oh, well, let's just go figure it out, right? But it's not even that. It's, like, just kind of like, we're going to throw you into this, and then, like, throw a bunch of pop-ups at you, explaining how things work, but not actually... like, not actually convey how they work. Maybe I'm just a boomer. Maybe just because I have a preference for Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring base. Like, maybe it's because I'm just that guy. Like, this is not a good first impression. Relics are permanent additions to your inventory. Relics must be placed in the matching colors of the vessel. Sure, I don't have any relics, so it doesn't really matter. Those release games doesn't look stupid when trying to play new games. I don't know, man.
Welcome to the Round Table Hold, brave champion. I am but a humble attendant, here to serve your needs. I am told that each of you has committed a grave misdeed, but I beg to differ. You aim to preserve this very land, and that is no small matter. Indeed, it is an ambition most worthy of praise. I've spruced up the facilities to make your stay as pleasant as possible.
What a
By
cool
all
dude.
means, do make yourself at home.
Care for a drink? A fine beast we're facing this time. Well, take it as a challenge. Don't overthink it.
Sure. Okay. Enhanced addiction to the air tree. It does not yet look finished. See, something like this, right? You go talk to person, and clearly there's going to be a time-lapse thing involved here, right? That's great. That's awesome. That's fine. That's very Souls. That's very Elden Ring-like. I'm into that. More of that, please. Fueler, thanks for the follow. Or thanks for the sub. Appreciate that. As ground indicators, yeah. I mean, what happened to the funny rune indicators of dog ahead tri-finger butthole memes? Like, where is that? Did we just forget that that soapstone or soapstone likes just exist? That's a pot. Spend merc to buy items that's will not be consumed when departing for an expedition. I want to point out we had a pop-up tutorial for a shop. For an emote shop, which I would argue is by its very nature inherently permanent. You know, I could be... Oh, that was some chug. Yeah, see, look, we have these things here. Like, we literally have ruins in the game. Why can't we... What, this. More of this. Less of actual in-your-face pop-ups. Like, they literally have it in-game. I think the pop-up for the shop was a little egregious. I'm not quite over that one yet. To use dialogue as a means to convey something you should learn know if done right. So let's look at that shop owner, right? What stops some random intern from having a voice line, right? Of just like, you know, welcome to the shop. You know, I have all the gestures you need throughout your travels. Wow, you've through dialogue conveyed this is the thing. Oh, hey, it's permanent, and you can use it. You can emote. You can gesture with it. I don't think I'm that much of a boomer that I'm that disconnected from the youth of today.
I think I'm good to go.
That man has glass armor from Oblivion.
Of course. I think I'm
good to go. Cool. The implication here is clearly that this is someone you can bring on missions with you. This is one of the funny people.
You only need to land one good blow.
Everyone around the hall is the characters you can switch between.
Relentless. That's your best bet.
Yeah, like wow, dialogue to convey character progression, personality, game mechanics. Weird. I don't know. I guess I'm also spoiled because I do come from the era of like Pokemon where like what? Like I get older Pokemon, I guess I should say. We're talking like Gen 2 and 3, right? Where you get screamed at by the professor for trying to use a bike indoors. Or similarly, it's just like, cool, here's your catching tutorial that everyone skips through. Cool, intuit the rest out. What does Swift do? Swift just bypasses accuracy checks. You just gotta know what it does. Somewhere there's an amazing chest and I know it. See, I doubt it. I feel like we're... What is that water effect? Look around the edge of the left and right of the screen. Why is that? Why does this happen? So the center remains light, but the edges, it's like there's a cone in front of me that shows... How do I explain that? What is this? Why is this?
I think that's like entropic filtering. I don't remember the term. It's something you have to mess with when you're messing with EMBs and all that, because it can show up with textures.
I was about to say, like, have you messed with this? Have you seen this in, like, Skyrim modding?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's shit like that pops up all the time. You got to find ways to fix it. It has something to do with, it has something to do with rendering. I can't remember if it's entropic or not.
Off, maybe.
Either way, it's a sign that somebody didn't take enough care.
I mean, I'm sure modders are going to go ham with this game, but it's similarly, I mean, like, Starfield's thought the exact same thing, right? I think that, even as...
Starfield wasn't made with modders in mind. Well, it was, but...
Yeah.
Starfield was made with selling mods in mind. That's part of the reason the Starfield modding scene failed. Is nobody wants to fucking buy mods, especially when there's not guaranteed the mods are going to even work. And when your whole product's set around selling mods, people just don't want to contribute to it.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly.
And I'd like to say they learned their lesson, because we didn't see that in the Oblivion remaster and all that. I think Bethesda is taking a step back.
I'm glad they have. One Pokemon reprimand that haunts me. There's a time and place for everything. Oh, exactly. I mean, that's what I'm referencing with the bike thing. Like, Oak just screams at you, don't use your bikes in door five, like bike and door 5 head. Sony is thinking of acquiring. Sony can. I have things to say about Sony that I will not say.
We must put
I'll say it. Sony, back the fuck off.
to see its beauty once more.
Sony needs to get their own house in order before they start going after others.
So remember, Sony owns Bungie, right? We've talked about the whole marathon plagiarism stealing art thing recently. Remember how they never fixed the whole Helldivers 2 PSN thing? But, 178, 179 countries in the world just lost access to the game, or had their like. Remember there was a whole thing regarding. Oh my God, please. Targeting expedition menu. Select an expedition to automatically recruit allies targeting the same boss. If players are matched, expedition begins. Event table is fully accessible. Waiting for. Sure. Okay.
I don't know if you can invite me and then we just fill it in more rando or an AI, or how that works.
I have no idea how this is going to work, if I'm being completely honest. Well, it made my Steam list pop up, so that's good. This is progress. And then I'm assuming I can just match. Oh my God! What do you mean, game? That is two back-to-back one. Oh, please.
Oh man, it literally, every time a pop-up like that happens, it minimizes my game. Your Steam invite literally just minimized my game. What the fuck?
I might honestly just go play Oblivion. I might honestly go play Spicy Wizard. Because I might need a patch to come out on this.
I don't even know if, did I join?
No.
Give me let me just see if I can take this shit off of full. See if it's on full screen. That's what's happening, and put it on windowed.
Remember when Far Cry Blood Dragon made fun of intrusive pop-ups? No! Makes me want to play it all the more now.
So it's definitely aged.
I don't know how to feel about this, if I'm being completely honest.
There we go, borderless windowed.
We're gonna see, because if we can't invite and we don't have a third, I will have to actually leave this for another time.
Invite me again. Let me see what happens.
Yeah, I'll do that. We're gonna try to make this happen. Because I know it's not FromSoft's main studio. I think this is a secondary studio under them. Or at least with oversight from them.
What is... I don't even have an option to... I'm gonna Google this, because it doesn't even give me an option to join my Get You invites.
Yeah, let's problem solve that. I can group password or multiplayer password it if necessary. They're both off right now.
I don't...
This almost feels like there was an end goal in mind, and they worked backwards from it, if that makes sense. I'm gonna laugh if it's like an actual bug.
I guess you have to use passwords.
Okay, sure. We'll just do KIP, capital KIP. Which is strange, because that should close off things.
No, there's a way. I was just reading it. I think you just erase the password after someone joins.
Then you open it back up. I guess at that point you're trying to narrow what's being searched for. You're closing, you're like forming the lobby in a closed system, and then you're undoing the password, which opens it back up. You disband the team now, then invite? Try this again. Trying to think what other game had like a super unintuitive invite system. There's a couple out there.
Monster Hunter Wilds was really bad.
Wilds was the main one. I still don't even understand how the system works.
I don't know if it's because VTube Studios is running or not. Let me try inviting you.
It shouldn't be the issue because I launched this after VTube Studio.
Well, that's what shows you up. Shows up as for you instead of Elden Ring. Shows you up as VTube Studios.
Of course it does.
So it tells me you invited me, but it doesn't actually give me an option to join. I sent you an invite.
There we go.
See, I didn't have that. I didn't have a play game option.
Interesting. That actually has caused, for context for chat, that actually has caused issues in the past because VTube Studio is layered above the game I'm playing. I've run into this issue with Destiny 2 where Destiny 2 wouldn't let me invite certain things. And usually what fixes that is like closing out the game and making sure the game launches after VTube Studio, which is wild. Because we were literally watching Space Kataz before this. And then I had to not only boot up Nightreign, but boot it up again. So that confuses me.
Well, now it looks like it's matchmaking for the third.
Yeah, would be super special awesome to have that modularity to go in with 2 people.
No, you're asking for too much.
Apparently. Oh my god. The fact that the matchmaking is not instantaneous day 1 is kind of wild to me. I shouldn't know why. I mean, honestly, Bloodborne sounds like it's a time. I would very much buy a PS4 just to play Bloodborne. You have to add a batch file to Windows Start to patch a registry to play the game. So thanks, Ubisoft. This spooks the first time I noticed it. Oh, Ubisoft. No, this isn't even launch night. This is the day after launch because it launched Thursday. It is now Friday, question mark? I don't even know what day it is. I think it's Friday. What are current Steam are you manually canceling or is it canceling itself? Oh, please don't tell me it's Saturday. Because that means I lost an entire day. If you were speaking, I cannot hear you.
What the? Okay, I'm getting pissed.
What did it do?
So what's happening is I set a group password to Kip earlier when we were trying to do it through that.
Sure.
And I keep clearing and saving it. And then as soon as I start matchmaking, the group password pops back up. I think that's why we're not finding anyone.
It just repopulates?
It's just repopulating after I clear the box, and the box is cleared.
Here,
As soon as I start matchmaking, the password just repops.
Clear the password. Because I still... Once again, yeah, it's repopulating on my end, too, which is strange. So, we'll do that. And then we will re-queue. Okay, time zone. That makes sense. I'm like, please tell me I didn't lose an entire day.
I'm going to actually back out to the main menu and come back in. You know what? It makes sense. It's a Bandai game.
To be fair, I never forgave their American division for killing the Naruto CCG. Ow. Blade Metal Masters made me remember when I was a kid. Nowhere is in the... Yeah, I feel that. Ow.
I'm going to assume that's why we couldn't find a third.
Probably. It's entirely possible. So,
it is still there.
There's no way. Let me return to title. Because if it's there, that is very much a bug, in my opinion. And I will go play Oblivion. Because it is not worth this. It's just so Resident Evil 6. Like, I don't even mind Resident Evil 6. It's just strange. Yeah, I started pretty late. Yeah, my multiplayer password's gone. But the fact that it's repopulating is wild.
No, it's just repopulating for me.
Interesting.
Okay, I got rid of it. That's stupid.
What was it?
It was a case of me not reading, but also why is that a thing? You go down there and you have to hit clear. But I was actually clicking on it and erasing it and then saving it as blank, and it was just repopulating it.
I did that. I've been doing that.
Yeah, well, it just repopulated when I was doing that, but then there was an option to just clear it, which I did.
That is so strange.
And then it didn't.
Sisha's video on video game reviews? No, I have not. I have not watched... Young Ye is probably the closest I've watched to actual game stuff recently.
Okay, let's try this again.
Yeah, there's a bug with delayed glyphs. Especially when you like alt-tab out for Steam or something like that, and then you have to press like Y. Because it still shows like press F, but it's still... But you have to press Y. The delayed glyphs are throwing me off. Yeah, so
matchmaking should have found somebody.
Yeah, that's why I'm concerned. Like, this is kind of wild to me right now.
Yeah, the passwords are all cleared for me.
Like, I don't know how to feel about this. I'm also trying to make sure... Well, we'll give it about a minute. Because reasonably, 60 seconds, 90 seconds should be fairly reasonable. And if not, I need to go check, 1, the Steam page. 2, I need to go check the Steam charts. to figure out what is going on.
Supposedly the game sold 2 million in the first day, so
There is no reason that this should not have the matchmaking capability and like queue times of Titanfall 2. I think that's a pretty reasonable statement, right? Pretty bueno. Sure, I guess we're not at peak time. It's currently 10:42 p.m. for me, but like,
well, there's 267,000 people in game right now.
yeah, chat verifies, yeah, 268K in game. So it's not players,
Including multiple people in my fucking yeah.
So this is why I like doing things like this, because this is for all intents and purposes like recorded, right? Like and reasonably so, someone would be like, Kip, you're just having your multiplayer password on. No, our passwords are off. This is citation of blind experience in the game. Like I don't hype myself up on games trailer. Like the Elden Ring Nightreign trailer is the only thing I've seen of this. I very specifically keep myself in the dark. I don't even know how Tears of the Kingdom ends. Like, it just boggles my brain. We're gonna give it 2 minutes. If we go 2 minutes without finding anybody,
Apparently, people are saying it's been taking them 5 minutes because there's something up with the servers.
okay. So, we'll give it a couple minutes, and if not, I need to make sure I'm under 2 hours for Steam. Just been tossed in as a last edition with how shit this is, which is wild considering it's been a focus in like every other Souls game, modern Souls game at least, right? Like we've had Demon Souls invasions, like not remastered, like actual base Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1.
Literally, I'm reading this. Literally, it worked just fine day one, and then after day one, it's just kind of broken. The servers are just overwhelmed or broken.
That's wild to me.
Because apparently, day one, people are having zero issue immediately finding games. Now people have to wait, and there's no reason for that with the player and the cats. I even have fucking I have crossplay turned on too, so we shouldn't just be looking in the PC queue.
So if anyone was looking in regards to, I wonder what Funny Streamer Man says. I wonder,
Let's be fair. Can't even rate the game yet because you haven't been able to play it.
yeah. Well, and that's the thing is, I would still actually default.
That's a rating all on its own.
I would very much say do your own research, but definitely take this as a consideration. Where if you have your group of 3 and you can queue into it, awesome. You know what? Good for you.
What is this game? Did it come out yesterday or did it come out on Tuesday?
It came out yesterday because Nemu was playing it super late. I was doing Crown of Immaculate EX when I saw him online.
I'll be honest, I actually wasn't originally going to get it. But like,
I wasn't either, because Nemu was like, "Yo, I'm gonna no life this game for like a week," and I'm like, "I'm down, sure, I'll go play some Elden Ring 2.0."
No, like I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, you know what? If friends are gonna play it, I'll play with friends for a while. I'll get my $40 out of it if we play for at least 12 hours.
Yeah, let's hop out of queue. I'm gonna go play Oblivion at this point. This is ridiculous.
All right, well, sounds like I'm gonna go back to my rep grind then.
Okay. I need to look at a couple metric because this is
As soon as I feed
this is
the
bad.
beanbag cat.
Community Hub. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see. Yep, 267, almost 268,000 people in game.
I was on Reddit just a moment ago looking at it, and people are saying like they've waited up to 30 minutes to find like a fucking third because
that is unacceptable. Well, so here's the thing as well. Is I almost wonder, are they waiting up to 30 minutes because they have 2, waiting for a third, or is it random solo queue?
One guy, it's both. One guy said one of the things is the guy was solo queuing and he waited up for 20 plus minutes before he found a group.
This blows my mind.
It's broken.
So it's currently sitting at mixed. Let's see here. Because I mean, this is ready for monetization. Like they'll have to drop like more characters, right? Reasonably so. Like it's set up for that. Like you'll buy character bundles.
Plenty of tacos here, huh?
I think he probably just was busy today, which is fine. Awesome with friends. Now this is roll slop. Multiplayer game. Multiplayer with friends doesn't work. Do I need to say anything else? Good game. Solo offline kicks all the boxes. Enjoyable but difficult. No regrets playing solo. Sure. No duo option. Had random player join just to run off and do their own thing. Let me do it with my mate. So that also is going to be something that I feel is going to be a very big troll moment, where you will have people, especially if you are forced in the meantime to have that third, they're going to go down. They're going to enter their near-death state, potentially even trigger bosses. I feel like there's going to be a massive troll scene for this in a malicious way. Here it gets boring really quickly. It'd be cool to see the actual loop. Don't have two other friends to play with. Voice chat. Don't waste your time. Game is Elden Ring, but 3-player, and the solo queue is abysmal. Queuing to play with randoms without VC, it's super hard to coordinate where to go. Where Chess or Kizuna are trying to drop items for teammates, etc. Even though I really love Elden Ring and roguelites in general, as well as Nightreign style of gameplay, wouldn't see myself ever playing this game again without friends in VC, or one player experience wasn't as hard as level 1 Elden Ring 80% speed run. No matter how good you are at the game, it doesn't matter if you're bad at teamwork, especially in an environment where communication is close to non-existent. Pins and punishing faced. Fast-paced PvE mode is a bad lull. Also, I think some FPS breaking bugs here and there, but not a big deal. So, I think the modularity is there and isn't there. The modularity is there with the characters, and obviously I'm sure you can just go gank a bunch of enemies, grab a bunch of runes, and level up. But the modularity isn't there because Elden Ring inherently is a massive open world game, right? Like it's not Dark Souls 3. The reason why, we have funny fighter PL videos, funny Dark Souls gank squad videos, right, is because we know what to expect. You could argue, sure, the game is even linear. Dark Souls 3, I'd argue, is incredibly linear. But there was modularity in that sandbox, right? Modularity in those play spaces. With this, yeah, cool. It's awesome if you know what you're doing and you can work as a team, it just works. But it clearly doesn't just work when you have to spend time just getting into the game. So here's a positive review where, I think this is super fun to play. The characters and battling is amazing, but there really needs to be some things added to this. One, if a person leaves your game, you are screwed. You don't get any backups, and there's no lower difficulty. I'm hoping there can be an added feature where people can join mid-game if they so choose to. I truly do not believe this should be a Souls-like feature because this game is intended to have a co-op, but I think we've had about an 80% leave rate. That is wild if the leave rate's that high. And you know that is going to feed into malicious trolling, 100%. There needs to be an option to end yourself early if you get into critical down mode. What was I saying? So you're just not sitting there twiddling your thumbs waiting to die if no one's around. Literally was talking about this. Where's my hold X to bleed out faster and respawn faster option? It's just non-existent there. The respawn after you die is not good. Spawn multiple times in areas right where the firewall is coming, and I had no way to escape it. Do recommend the game. I think it's very fun. Basically Fortnite, PUBG, etc. But with co-op bosses, I think the character variety is great and shows that you should have variety in your team because long-range characters are lifesavers for bosses when people go down. I think I like the concept of this. I think 1.0 or even 1.01 or whatever we're at right now. I think that we really need to see what they're going to do with this game. I want to see how they're going to follow up from this. We had, what was it, Zentrea? Do we have Lime Malicious and Doki Bird? Yes, they had a sneak peek to the game, right? I assume they liked the game and enjoyed the game. Maybe I'm the boomer in the room, but this one ain't it, Captain. I need to see what's going to happen and where they're going to go. And I think, this is going to be one of those, if I were to play this in a long-term capacity, I personally would really only play it in co-op. If not, I'll just go play Dark Souls 3. I'll go play base Elden Ring, right? But hopefully that didn't sour your mood too much. I'll still put this VOD out there because I feel that it's relevant. I still feel that having this as, hi, this is my experience, pretty reasonable experience, I think, definitely helps a little bit. I'm going to go play Oblivion now. I'm going to go get ready to do that. So if you're on the VOD channel, catch you in the next time.